Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Cancer tarot reading. The full moon in Cancer is on the 26th of December, the day after Christmas, Boxing Day in many countries, cultures. I have laid out a combination of the African tarot and the tarot of the divine along the axis of the horoscope wheel. I will clarify with the good tarot and integrate some oracle cards along the way. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. Your time is valuable to me. And I appreciate all the support, love, and appreciation that you share with me. That makes this possible. So thank you. Capricorn, your overall energy for this full moon energy is the World card. The World card signals achievement. It also signals the end of a road. And so you can understand how these two things are synonymous with one another. And in this case, this is relevant to you. It's relevant to the area of your life where your significant relationships reside. And when I say significant relationships, I mean not simply people or groups of people, but goals as well. This can be audiences. If you're a creative, this can be your students, your customers or clients, etc. But this is the closure, the culmination of an experience, the end of a road. You've come to the end and you're being celebrated or recognized, rewarded in some way. And for many of you, the reward is not so much external as it is a deep recognition of the things you've learned along the way. And what you've learned is in preparation of a new journey. So you're releasing the end of one journey, one significant achievement that others are seeing and acknowledging in preparation for a new journey. This is a beautiful card of closure, positive closure that celebrates your efforts. In the 10th house, we have the High Priestess in the house of your social identity, the way others see you. The High Priestess is really very clear about your ability to recognize and reflect upon opportunities to know yourself deeply that you have experienced over and over again. In some ways, you are ultimately claiming your power and your knowledge, and you're able to leverage that knowledge as wisdom in pursuing this particular place in the world. You're externalizing your skills, your power, your knowledge, so that this places you in a place that you have always known you belonged. There's this incredibly deep sense of belonging and reclaiming, considering that the High Priestess is able to reflect upon the experiences in their lives, in other lives, in the lives of their ancestors, all those who have contributed to this body of self-knowledge that understands the key to their destiny. This reveals you as one who knows a lot. I almost said everything, but as a Capricorn, that would be a little presumptuous. But depending on where you are in life, there is the sense that you understand a lot about not only your path on the planet, but the journey of life itself. And you're actually in a place to reclaim your place. A place you have always known internally is for you, but it has taken you, for some, a lifetime, certainly at least a journey, to get to this place of knowing where you belong and claiming that space. In the first house, the Death card. How appropriate. So this is all about letting go of those old beliefs that perhaps guided you along the journey of the world, that helped you move through this particular path to a place of achievement and recognition. But you're able now to release that, to close out that chapter and all the beliefs and associations and expectations that attend to that. So this is actually indicating a rebirth into a place where that you have occupied before. And when I say before, I'm thinking specifically of a former life or a place an ancestor inhabited that you are now stepping into. But whatever your feelings about reincarnation, it is important to know that you are stepping into a place of belonging, of wisdom, of power, despite the achievements you've already obtained in this life. In the fourth house, we have the Four of Swords, and this is the place of your roots, your home, your domestic environment. This is you cultivating some deep healing here. And this deep healing is what's allowing the energy of the High Priestess to access the deeper understanding and self-knowledge that has been gained through the challenges of your life so far. This is what's helped you learn about the way you may have understood this achievement to be riddled with failures, incompletions, things that didn't work out in the way that you believed they could have or should have. Surrendering all of that, all of the disappointments, all of the hurt and suffering you may have endured on this path of achievement, and actually allowing you the space to heal and deeply understand that these lessons were for a reason, that you couldn't be in the position that you're in now without having survived and understood this pattern of behavior that navigated this particular journey, this particular path. You're now in a place of deep gratitude, acceptance, gaining peace for your ability to have survived, and to now recognize that these challenges were actually gifts. They're the very thing that has shaped you into the knowledge and the position you're in now. And it is this deep gratitude that is allowing you to build a new path of abundance, to heal from this incredible story and effort to conform to the expectations of others. In the seventh house, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. It's interesting because the full moon in Cancer is really shining a light in this particular house. This is about your relationships. And it's this particular reading, the Capricorns I'm speaking to have had a lot of ups and downs in relationships. My sense is that there has rarely been a place of completion in a relationship. There may have been long-term relationships, but my sense is that they have dissolved, or you've released the desire for any kind of conventional partnership. The illusions of a cultural or conforming partnership is something that you have given up on. However, it is your willingness to accept responsibility for those relationships, to accept that they were all there for a purpose, to release with love even those failures and understand that they were powered or engineered by love, the desire to belong, the desire to give, to support, to help, to be loved. And that is something that you are, that is being renewed in your experience. The sense that you don't have to give up on love. In fact, that this ability to embrace your authenticity, your power, is actually creating new opportunities for meaningful relationship for you. I'm going to pull a Starry Night Beginning Oracle card and ask you, Capricorn, if you're resonating with this reading so far, to please like this video, share it with someone who may find it useful or valuable, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled Be Authentic. Your way is the only way for you. And I'm going to pull a Flora and Fauna of Africa as a way of not glorifying the motherland, but certainly helping us to recognize how our ancestors have prepared us for the lives of abundance and joy that we are stepping into. And I pull the Komodo dragon, and the plant that is associated with the Komodo dragon is the oak, the mighty oak. And the key word is steadfastness. It is time to make an important decision. Trust your instinct and don't waste time doubting yourself. Opportunity awaits. Wow. My sense is that this is not only about your overall mission and power, but it's also about opportunities for loving partnership in whatever way that shows up in your life. The Death card in the first house is clarified by the Ten of Fire in the second house and the Two of Fire in the third house. You're definitely contemplating and inspired to express yourself differently than you have in the past. And we see the Two of Fire mirroring the Two of the High Priestess. This is about not letting go of anything, but of embracing your strengths and expressing yourself as a result of that. Releasing this need to conform. Releasing this need to be responsible for others, particularly others that are not reciprocal in their ability or desire to support you. There is the sense of releasing the script, stepping outside or beyond the script, tearing the script up, and releasing in some ways with great relief. And even an accompanying physical exhaustion. This is the need to retreat, to retire, to contemplate, to meditate, to pray, to find that silence, that stillness that allows you to release this with love, to continue, because my sense is that this is something you've been able to do. Perhaps not in all areas. My sense is that you've been able to do this quite fluidly with significant relationships or partnerships. Release them with love. Perhaps not the most significant ones has been as easy, but in general, you are able to embrace former lovers as friends. And to release the desire for any other to accept the incompatibility of your paths. At the same time, you are now releasing this need to appear a certain way, to conform, so that you can express yourself out of your sense of authenticity, strengths, skills, allowing yourself to be unique, to be original. The Four of Swords in the fourth house is clarified by the Seven of Air in the fifth house and the Two of Water in the sixth house. More twos, I like that. And that is the principle of reflection, deep reflection, which is really facilitating this inner wisdom that you're able to activate, to leverage in opening yourself up to new opportunities. So there is this feeling of holding yourself back, of cultivating this sense of empowerment in not, I wouldn't say in isolation, but in private. And now being in a space where you express that safely, protectively throughout your life, in your relationships. And this is reinforcing the idea that the greatest and most productive love that you experience for yourself, the way that you release illusions about love, is through your ability to work with people on a routine basis. These are your intimates. These are the way that you actually get to know your partners, your friends, your relatives in a way that facilitates new routines and habits that are healthy. There's a feeling of setting clear boundaries here as well, but there's also this way that you're letting yourself be loved. And this may be an area of your growth because you're perhaps used to needing to be needed. And that has in some way stymied your ability to find true connection. So opening up to receiving love, being loved, knowing that you're worthy of that, putting yourself in circumstances or creating opportunities to experience the love that already exists around you is important. You're also really continuing to process the hurtful experiences you've had, and this very much feels, well, in many relationships, it feels like it's particularly through friends, because there's something here that's telling me that you have viewed co-workers, family members that are significant to you as friends, and you have experienced a lot of, I don't want to say abuse, but I would say criticism from those, or a lack of being taken seriously by many of those people who you consider friends, a lack of, I would even go so far as to say, respect from friends, because to those you care about, to your friends, you are generous, you are giving, you are loving, you are wise, you are supportive. And as a result of that, I think friends have often minimized your power, your strength, or your skills, and not taken your desire for love, success, victory, happiness seriously. And this has really wounded you. It's something you've internalized and that plagues you. I feel like there's almost like a recording, a circular thought about how you have been hurt by those you believe to be friends, by simply their disregard. They're not seeing you. And so this is something that you recognize now is about fear often, and that it validates your power, it validates your uniqueness, your talent, in recognizing that being good can attract those that envy, jealousy, or even haters. So that no longer blocks you. In fact, you take in the information from that criticism, even if it isn't constructive, and you pick your battles. You understand that the information you're getting as you move towards your desires and your successes, this is going to be something that you will continuously deal with, and you must thicken up your skin in that regard, Capricorn. The the Wheel of Fortune in the 7th house is clarified by the Ace of Water, the Ace of Cups, and in the 8th house and in the 9th house, the 10 of Earth. Well, love and abundance, comfort, opportunity, success are all in your sights now. This putting yourself in a place of receiving love, understanding that you are worthy of the healing that you're giving yourself. This releasing illusions about love, expectations that required you to feel that you had to conform. This is all part of a way in which you felt that you were lacking. And as you have healed and are healing this sense and reframing your experience as one of abundance. Maybe it's been abundant challenges, abundant struggles, but you have abundant opportunities to improve, to grow, to create the joy, the abundance, the products, the productivity. This is critical to you. You want to be a contributing member of whatever it is you're a part of. You understand that not only as your destiny, but as your obligation as a citizen of the earth. This is you putting your efforts towards legacy, recognizing how much you have benefited from the work and effort of others, and that you're now in a position to give that back in some way. This is also validating the opportunity for love. To receive love is a key here, the opening yourself up to the love that already exists. And moreover, as a way to manifest perhaps a more significant relationship. There's a lot of healing going on here. In the 10th house, the High Priestess is clarified by the Call, the Judgment card in the 11th house, and the Six of Earths in the 12th house. This is beautiful. You're definitely here realizing your place in the universe. You have recognized and seen opportunities to fulfill your mission, cycle through your life over and over again. And a sense of disappointment that you have not been able to latch on to those opportunities and fulfill them in a way that is satisfying and significant to you. And that is also part of the way that you're evaluating, assessing, balancing out your relationships, particularly your relationship with yourself. Giving yourself the credit, the energy, the love, the attention, the nurturance that you give to others has been hard. This is all about being in the place of taking your place in the world. There's a strong sense of communal fulfillment here, fulfilling yourself as part of a larger team or even some kind of a global effort, but your recognition being significant on a larger scale. So there's a balance here as you are closing out an old cycle, recognizing how much you've achieved and preparing the ground for a true achievement, a true place of belonging in the world. I'm going to pull an Language of Flowers oracle to close out this reading, and what has flipped is the jonquil. And the key word is power. Take hold of what you know is yours. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.